Wake up, wake up, wake up. Good morning, good people. I'm Motivational Choir, and this is Morning Motivation. I'm Motivational Choir, message of positive energy and motivation.
I have a question for Jazz.
Come with it. Let's go.
Do you have a favorite artist?
Do I
What was
have
the
a
question?
favorite artist?
Do she have a favorite artist?
All y'all my favorite, but for the most part, Savage Writer is my favorite artist.
Okay.
This dick ain't free, you heard?
It's to fuck them kids.
Cause Savage really
Savage
don't care.
Yeah, he
I
is.
feel like
he pretty dope too.
Shout out to Savage Writer.
Yes.
I feel like people don't value Savage as much as they should. He's really dope. From when we used to perform at Levels,
yeah.
he was so dope, and no one would ever listen to him. And I felt like I used to be the only one in the room listening to him and cheering him on. So then when he decided,
remember, respect the artist.
That's right.
Shut up. Like, respect the artist. Like, he get up there, they loud, disrespectful.
right, that definitely was Jazz. Definitely, but no Mike. But
So Savage Writer.
yeah, Savage is he's my favorite. But I know all of y'all pieces though. Like, so when y'all up there, I'm saying it with y'all.
Yes, you do.
I like Sav too. Sav is pretty dope, and I really like him because he don't really give a fuck what
give
he's
a
saying.
fuck.
No, he don't.
And then
I'm
you know what made
What
made him really my favorite when he got up there and took his motherfucking pants off
was
and
serious.
was performing in his drawers. Like,
Yeah.
But he kept
I love
his
him.
motherfucking promise because he said I don't sleep in no. He said I don't sleep in no pajamas. They're like, so come in your drawers. He's like, all right then. And this was like for like 3 weeks. Like, all right then.
and everybody thought he was playing. I knew he was
I
serious.
ain't gonna take my t-shirt off. I'm gonna keep my t-shirt on though.
But he cut up though if he would've.
Yeah, you seen his pictures on Instagram.
Yes, he
You found out
definitely.
you got a thing for Savage Writer.
No, I don't. But I like people
respect him.
grandfathers. Maybe if his
Oh shit.
grandfather or something, an uncle. But nah, he too young.
So shout out to Savage Writer. So my next question is, where do you see therapy session in the future? Where do you see it going? Or what's your plans with it? Where you trying to take it to?
I see therapy session having its own location, not renting from no one or anything like that. Us having our own spot, our own rules. Not just us being there, but people from everywhere. Like we had the people from New York come over, from the Bronx and stuff like that. I wanted to really be a home for us because I feel like in Newark or New Jersey, period, poets or artists don't really have a home. We're moving from place to place. Like no one has a home. And in the future, I feel like everyone should be able to come together and be at therapy session. Like the people who got their own shows, because a lot of them are bouncing around. They don't have a home. Like, so I just want to be able to open up therapy session to be a home for them too. Yeah, for all of us to come together, not just everybody separated in Newark. Like for all of us to be together. Like this is the spot. Everyone is here on Wednesdays. Everybody know. Get off work. Wednesdays we at therapy session, not just us.
I would say that is already like that right now.
Yeah, but I want it to be.
And I only say that because there be a lot of different people coming up. Mm-hmm. Even though, on Wednesday, it got the bass artists that come. You got the J Blue, you got the
regulars, right.
The Poetic Jazzy, the Savage Writer,
right.
You know what I mean? Divinity. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it do be different people coming from different. It's always like a new artist coming.
Yeah, it is. But I want it to be bigger. Like
that's my question. How much bigger? How many people you see seated in there with how many? Give me your ideal, not location, but occupancy along with how many artists you'll have performing that day?
I wanted to get to the point where it's at least like 80 people there every Wednesday. That's very small.
Very small.
Yeah, that's very small. But
I'm talking about.
You trying to fill up?
Bitch. Oh my bad.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm talking about like
arena. No,
like
Apollo.
Not that big.
On a weekly basis. I mean, because I can see.
I don't want it that big because I still want it to be intimate. Yeah.
So, but okay, so if me personally, if I was thinking that, I would be saying more like I would see it going 3 hours, three to 4 hours, because again, it's entertaining. It's something to do. You get what I'm saying? Even if it started early, 5 hours from 6 to 11. You know, you say you start at 6. Motherfuckers ain't getting there at 7 anyway.
8.
So the show starts 7:30. So the show starts from 7:30 to 11. You get what I'm saying? Or it's 7:30 to 10:30, and then the last 30 minutes you mix them in.
Network.
You get what I'm saying? I say something that's like a 200-seater, whereas though you probably have maybe 8 to 12 acts that night. You get what I'm saying? Where you know they have time to actually do more than one piece, and they shit. They could go up there and what's the name, and it actually makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
Originally, we can't do 2 pieces, but not when it's like a feature or like some type of big event.
Too many people.
So yeah, on a regular night we do 2 pieces. But like when we did the erotic poetry and pajamas, because we're adding extra stuff to it, then that takes time away from the artist doing 2 pieces, and then we only could do 1.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. But I mean, that's what I see it at. To be honest with you.
So let me ask you a question. Do you see yourself being able to do like a huge event, like an NJ Pack type thing?
Actually,
Like I'm talking, not on a regular basis.
Session?
Not on a regular basis. Like put something together like once every
Once
year,
a month.
Once a month. That's a lot.
Or once every.
I would say
once every 3 months.
I would say once a year.
Once or twice a year?
To do like a really big
a nice
show.
arena, yeah.
Showcase.
Because I be thinking like we could get one time like where it's like, like some. Because I be seeing some on YouTube things like some of these businesses like they need a nice crowd.
I went to one that NJ Pack that was really
How
dope.
was it?
It was dope.
It
was crowded too. The tickets were sold out.
So let me see, because this is what I kind of worry about when I think about poetry. Like, and when the crowd, when the crowd is bigger, it feels like a lot less people are engaged. So they be talking amongst themselves. They kind of fuck the crowd. Kind of fuck the show up. Because that's what I feel like.
I mean, that's kind of based on the setup. If the setup is set up with seated. You know how like you go to a show or what's the name? If it's seated, then all that won't go on. But being that it's actually like if it's set up like I'm with my crew, then it's gonna be like it's gonna be a bunch of that going on.
And it also depends on who's performing. Mm-hmm. Some people can come and get on stage and everybody get quiet. But you don't have to beg for the attention from the crowd, like 'cause they can give you the attention anyway, so you get up there.
Right.
But as far as that, it just depends on who's up there.
Was
like if I was to do a big show at the end of the year at a big venue or something like that, of course you're going to be picky and you're going to pick and choose who's on stage because
you want to keep the attention of the audience.
Right. Now, with therapy session now is an open mic and anybody can get it. Yeah, it's for everyone.
Okay.
But of course, trying to sell out an arena, people won't want to see certain artists.
Okay.
Like, so of course it wouldn't be our regular. Just this my first night. I'm getting on stage. Of course, we can't sell no $50 ticket and up, and this is my first time up here.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have to actually put somebody up there that people want to see. Like I'm bringing these people out. Like
you see yourself doing that one time?
That's definitely a goal.
So what year? We're in 2023 now. So could you see that in 2024?
Yeah, and I'm definitely working on something already.
Okay. So so now what do you have for the future? Like I said, this was February.
She ain't talking about it.
It's only been 4 months into the what's the name. Y'all already did speed dating. Y'all did erotic poet. So what's any events that you have on key for the future? As of
Okay,
right now?
so I could speak about March. But yeah, in March is Women's History Month.
Okay.
So yeah, a couple of the featured artists, and being that we have 5 Wednesdays in March. So at least 2 of those Wednesdays we're gonna have featured artists who are women.
Okay.
And then I have 2. I don't know yet. But I have 2 male guest hosts who's coming up to host in March for the Women's History. Being that we won't be hosting, they're going to be basically catering to us.
That's
That's
good.
dope.
So
that is dope.
so yeah, 2 men, different days, going to be hosting.
And both of those days are gonna be about like
Women.
Yeah, so the whole month of March is going to be, but 2 of those weeks is where we'll have feature artists.
Okay, so again, shout out to Therapy Session. That's each and every Wednesday. I'm gonna come with my next question, but before I go to that one, I want to bring it to Max. Sir Max,
What's up?
you had the pleasure of being the featured artist. What is it like to be the featured artist? Because you became big time once you became the featured artist. You know what I'm saying? They treat you with respect now. They see you, they salute. You heard?
He said,
What you said? What you said? People want to take.
I definitely been had that.
You said. Well, I mean, when you said now people want to take pictures with you. You know what I'm
Oh yeah, I
saying?
had a couple people take
oh,
pictures.
so you signing autographs or something?
Damn near.
They was showing me
Okay.
a stage.
I mean, and I get to speak because that's my brother, and I get the shit firsthand. So you speak that shit.
I tried, man.
You speak that shit up there. So how was it?
Being a featured artist,
What was the experience? Because again, the spotlight was on you, and you had more time than usual. Usually you're doing a set or 2. Like that night you had to actually stay up there 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And rock out. And you held it down. So I pat you on the back, brother.
Thank you, I appreciate that. First of all, it felt exhilarating. It was crazy. I could really see how people get addicted to fame.
Okay.
Those claps when you hear that shit and you hear the screams and the claps, it's like
And the finger snaps.
Yes, it's crazy. It's
And the oohs
mind.
and the eyes.
It's mind blowing. It's really mind blowing. But it felt great. It felt, number one, it was definitely an honor to do it. It was definitely like when I say an honor, meaning like to have Jane Blue ask me to do that. It's like she didn't even ask me. She's just like, yo, you gonna be the feature. I'm like, what? She was like, you don't want to do it? I was like, yeah, cool. I'll do it. But just to have it, to know that they like my work enough to do that, that's really like an honor because, like I said, I'm new to writing poems.
Right.
You feel me? I ain't new to write, but I'm new to writing poems. And when people tell me those things, like, yo, you can really write, or you inspire, and it's like, damn, like, it feels crazy. But to be the focus is something really crazy because it's something I really never wanted.
Right. Yeah, you always did like the behind the scenes.
I never really wanted.
Right.
But it felt great, honestly. It just felt like it felt like a whole lot of love.
Was it an aha moment, like you arrived, like I am a poet now because you know what I'm saying, like because again that's credibility.
Yeah. No, it definitely in that moment you definitely feel like maybe not I've arrived, but I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere and
I'm in the right lane.
There you go. I'm in the right lane and I'm doing the right speed right now.
Right.
You understand? Whatever the fuck I'm doing it right because I got people clapping, I got them liking me, I got them, like talking. So, and I got people coming up to me telling me I'm inspiring. So those things right there just let me know I'm in the right path. And that right there, that's what really did it for me. Like
Okay.
that's what made like I ain't here, but if you keep going, you're gonna touch a lot more people.
So salute my brother again. I was proud of you again. Every week that I can be there on a Wednesday, I'm there. You know what I mean? So I'm proud of you to see you doing something different. Because again, nigga, I know you from what I know you from. You feel me?
And it's a far cry from this shit.
Hello. So listen, hold on. So I know I missed quite a few weeks. So this question is for you, Poetic Jazzy. Have you featured, or was you featured? I know you did hosting for the What's Name, and I know you can. But have you been the featured artist at therapy session?
No,
Not yet.
No, I was a featured artist somewhere else though.
No, when we talking about therapy session.
No, I'm like.
I mean, but no, shout that out. Shout that out.
I was a featured artist at Hat City. It was erotic, so you know, I like talking that shit. So
That's right. That bring the people.
I don't like
that make them want to go home and fuck on their lady, or the lady go home and suck on that meat. You heard?
I don't like getting my other poetry. I don't like getting too in depth with my life. Because everything I write is about stuff I've been through. I'm not one of them writers that just write like the birds and the bees, like fake shit. I'm really writing about my life. Every poem that I have is about my life.
Jazz, that's not fake stuff.
It is.
Because maybe just how we was just talking about, if you take something and then you're like seeing stuff in space and all the other stuff, maybe that's what you see. Maybe they're on the cloud and it's not fake to them.
I can't pretend. And like you were saying, I can't pretend.
Yeah, it's no pretending.
So bring it back again. J Blue, do you see what you're doing here?
Yeah.
Like you Max featured artist, motherfucking Poetic Jesse Poetic Jesse. I said Poetic Jesse. Poetic Jazzy been rocking with you from motherfucking Level Days before when it was Love Jones. Before therapy session was the name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Rocking and rolling is still right here.
I have a question for her.
Go.
When you gonna take this show on the road?
Ooh, that's a good question.
With your artists.
That's a good question. I'm gonna go get some ice. Y'all going on?
Can you bring another cup of that?
Like with your main people, I'm talking to people who you know therapy session is a home to, like me, Max, New Age Hippie, Savage Writer, you, or whoever else, you know, is a home. This is our home. This is our home piece. When we taking this show on the road?
Soon. We've been talking about it.
Okay, so you gonna work on it? You working on it?
We've been.
It's in the works.
Okay.
It's in the works.
Yeah, I've been talking to I've been talking to New Age Hippie actually, and we've been trying to do something in Miami.
I fuck with New Age Hippie. Shout out to New Age Hippie. I like that kid.
That's crazy. You said you want to do something.
Yeah, shout out to him. I like him.
I want to do something in Atlanta.
Well, we can. I've been looking at
Atlanta.
I've been looking at stuff down there.
Theirs is big.
Because you know, and a lot of those pages follow therapy sessions.
It's big in Atlanta.
So that means y'all could be getting bookings real soon from out of state.
Right.
Man, fuck that. Let them send a writer. You know what I'm saying? Where it's, I'm gonna pay you a per diem and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Again, y'all keep building y'all shit. Cause again, I'm watching it. Y'all know, y'all don't know me, but Max, I spent a lot of money in that motherfucking entertainment industry. Yeah. And I actually do that. I do the poetry and I've been doing that for a long time. So I'm seeing it and I'm looking at, like my first night there, I'm looking at the artists and I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers got it. Only thing they gotta do is stick to it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And another thing too about the artists there, and I have these conversations with like a lot of people who come to therapy session is their first time ever performing. But overall, the people that's in the whole art community and into poetry and stuff, they've been doing this since kids. They've been practicing their whole life. Like they're in schools, they're in they go to college, they're in all type of shows and everything where they do this. They do this all the time, and it's like I know a lot of them feel like, who's this bitch just popping up out of nowhere? She got her own open mic, and we've been doing this for years. But I commend the people who come on our stage because it's like you haven't practiced this. You, as an adult, you was writing at home. You had whatever feelings, and you decide to one day I'm gonna go perform.
In front of the crowd.
Like it's not practice. It's like it's just you just coming out.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Me myself, I've seen at least like 10. At least 10 people come up there new. Like
I've seen more than that.
Yeah, I've seen more than 10 too.
I've seen more than that, and I missed quite a few wins.
So then, I don't know who I'm missing this, but like I'm talking about like not first time there. I mean first time performing ever.
Yeah.
Right.
I seen a lot of people break their.
I think
We gonna get
weekly.
Shay on that stage.
I think weekly it'd be at least 2 to 3 to 5 different artists. I mean,
That's
new.
new that never performed before.
You know what I'm saying? That never
Even though we
performed
have our regulars, and most of our regulars are new to the stage. They didn't do it in high school, elementary school. Their parents didn't pay for them to go to no type of acting classes or whatever. Like nothing with theater. So I really like. That's one thing I love about therapy session is that people just get up and do it because I be scared getting up there to host and perform my own stuff. So I could only imagine the other people who we didn't practice when we was younger. I didn't do no plays. I didn't do none of that stuff. Like my parents ain't paid for
That's
it.
how I am too. Like I've been so scared of the stage since I was a kid. Remember y'all performed in school?
Man, Shahid, 4th grade.
I was in.
Their mama.
Man, I was so
Shout out
scared
to Shaka.
I couldn't perform.
R.I.P. brother.
So me coming in, definitely R.I.P. to Shot. So me coming in was like, whew, because I've always been scared to be in front of like the
Same.
crowd. You know, so when I came up there, it was like, I guess it was the love that was being shown. It really makes like that space really makes you comfortable. Like,
It do.
It make you be like, alright, well, even if I fuck up,
They ain't
We
gonna
going-
jump before.
exactly.
Yeah, you didn't
And I
know.
get it from, and I be telling people like when people tell me that I like they like my work or whatever, I be like, I don't even know if I'm, especially in therapy session, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm good or not.
Or if we just
I feel like maybe.
Nah.
But I
You
you know
feel me?
what? I feel like we all good in our own right. Like, and I had to tell someone this before because they complained about someone who performed that therapy session, and I'm like, everyone is good. Just because you don't like them doesn't mean that a
Next
whole
person
crowd of
is.
people isn't gonna like them. How many artists that we know that are famous making money that you don't like?
Yeah.
Right.
But other people do because they getting the money from somewhere. Like
right.
someone like them, just because you don't like them doesn't mean they're not a good artist. Like it's just not
I
what
agree.
you went to. Like, and I really had to tell someone that. Like, so I don't judge anybody that get on stage because guess what? If I have a problem with whatever they doing and they get famous tomorrow, it's like, oh my dumb ass. Like because you never know. You never know who's into what. Like, it may not be good to you, but somebody else
Well, it's
loves
gonna
it.
be great to somebody else.
Right.
When we was at yesterday, the girl that performed, it was her first time performing. Like I said, I
Okay.
knew her since high school, so I was just telling her like one word. She was asking me about how it is on stage. I told her what I do to get comfortable on stage. You know, that's all the advice I can give you. But then the one piece of advice that I gave her that I feel like was really credible, like it had just came to me. It was like, whatever you do today, you're gonna be a better performer than you was yesterday.
Right.
You feel me? Like you ain't never performed. So today when you get on stage, you're gonna be a better performer than you was yesterday.
And just
So
having the courage going up
And
there.
and that's the biggest thing. Then the next time you go up there, just watch yourself, see what you did wrong. Then the next time you're gonna be better than the first time. Second time, third time you're gonna be better than the second and third.
Yeah.
So, and I
You
think
get better and better.
therapy session provides that space for people to grow
Right.
and bloom, because there are a lot of people in there that we watch and we talk to like on a regular, like, yo, oh, you did this, you did that, like all of them. I am loved. Even I talk to me and New Age Hippie always talking like, you know, we give him rides. We be fucking texting me and him. Like he be telling me about
Yeah, because y'all
things.
definitely helped me with my erotic poem. Because
Yeah.
the one I was writing before Jess said, it's not erotic. I don't know. I said, well, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to sit in the audience. I'm just going to
I'm
watch
like,
y'all.
nah, you
Like,
can
I'm
do
not
it.
gonna
Your
can
right
do
quote
it.
was fire too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, but that's because of Max and New Age Hippie. I
Right.
spoke to them right before writing it, both of them. Like, and I'm like, you know what? Now I'm at work writing it, so and it came out to what it was. I probably wouldn't perform it again, but
It was fire.
It was dope.
You'll use it again at an erotic section.
Yes.
It's
I
dope.
think this is a go-to. It's a
It
go-to.
definitely is.
It's something that you got to develop.
No, it
So-
had
They don't like
suspense to it. It was nice.
I don't like talking like that.
So again, shout out to therapy session each and every Wednesday. Let's talk about the new home because it moved. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It left from 95 16th Avenue.
Right.
So what's the new address now?
846 North 6th Street. I keep flipping.
The number.
846.
What up,
North-
baby?
You said 846?
846 North 6th Street.
846 North 6th Street. It's on the north side, bitches.
Nah, the best side.
North side is the best side.
Yes.
And I'm from the north side townhouse. Shout out, THP.
That's
North
crazy. I
side.
lived on Clifton Ave. I went to McKinley. I went to Gladys. I went
Okay.
to Orange.
Okay, yeah, I'm back. Me and Max is Barrett alumni.
Devil.
I'm a bear. I'm
You went to where?
Central.
Central.
Central is north
Well,
side.
it is
That's
Central.
Central.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the Central.
That's
Yeah, but
Central.
Central.
The old
Central, that's BT. BT is north side.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. I'm from.
You know what I'm saying? BT is north side.
Yeah.
Anything from BT all the way over,
It's definitely the north side.
that's north side. Grafton, Townshend, Stephen Crane,
Bill.
the Ville, all that is north side. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the north side. So the new home is 846 North 6th Street. You know what I mean? And again, it's each and every Wednesday. It starts at,
The doors open at 7. The show starts at 8.
the doors open at 7, the show starts at 8. And again, it's for the people that, if you ain't never stepped on stage before and you want to test out your work, this is the greatest place to actually come do it because we're not judging you. We actually encouraging you and we're going to critique you in a great way to make sure you come back next week and do better than what you did last week. You get what I'm
Therapy session
saying?
is a safe haven.
It's a safe space, definitely.
It's a safe space. This is the place where you start out at ground zero and we watch you and we helping you like, yo, you getting better, or yo, you need to do this, you need to blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. But we ain't motherfucking, yo, don't do that, you need to quit, go get the job.
It's definitely not. What's the show where they sweep?
It ain't the Apollo.
Not the
It ain't the Apollo. You
It's a
fuck
safe
up.
space.
It ain't no Simons
If you
in
mess
there.
up, we'll
Right. It ain't no
snap.
Simons in there.
We tell you to keep going.
Yes, we'll snap and
Yo,
tell you
it's
you
crazy.
got it.
We wait for you to go through your book and everything. Like,
That's right.
Oh,
That's
right.
right. We encourage you to be ready,
This
but
it right here.
oh yeah, stroke.
No, not this one. This one,
Word.
definitely.
We
But
encourage you
it's
to be
safe
ready.
space.
But if you're not ready, that's cool. We actually gonna work and we're gonna wait and work with you to make sure.
And it's definitely a platform to be vulnerable because a lot of spaces is not safe to be, or at least we don't feel
Yes.
safe to be vulnerable in
I was vulnerable
other
one
places.
time
But
on
definitely
stage. And my
therapy
girl
session.
got up
If
there
you
and
cry,
hugged me.
we gonna cry with you.
Facts.
Word.
She got
And
up
we-
there.
we
with
gotta
me.
cover the
Don't
huggers.
cry.
We gotta cover
You
the huggers.
cry.
Divinity is
And
gonna come
we
and hug
cry.
you.
Word.
Yes.
Together. Shout out to John Rowe.
That's what I love about therapy session. You
Yeah.
really feel all like everything that everybody going through, and there's somebody that's gonna help them. Like, you know what? Like, especially if people say, like, I watched y'all. I haven't gotten too deep with none of my poems yet.
Ooh.
That really touched my.
I would never
emotions,
do that
like,
again.
So you ain't bring out the guns yet.
Nah, I'm talking about like as far as like that type of shit that's gonna make somebody cry because
I'm
really
never
scared to cry.
doing it again.
Nah, don't
I
be
might cry
scared.
on stage, so
I'm never
But watching
doing it
y'all do
again.
that, it's like, ooh, it's like some things you said.
But when y'all
touch
when
me.
y'all get up there and let out those emotions, that just bring us closer. That's how I feel.
Oh, shout out to what's her name? It's Positive.
It's positive.
Shout out to It's Positive and congratulations on the baby. You know what I'm saying? She showed up sexy and with
With the baby.
With the baby.
She had the
You know
baby
what I'm saying? Hello, what the fuck is going on?
She had the plus
Shout out
one.
to her.
Yeah, she
You know what I mean?
did.
Because again, I think she was one of the first ones that I seen really open up. Like it was one of the nights that she opened up talking that
That
shit.
was
Like giving her spill.
That was
Yeah.
deep.
And
That was very deep.
and everybody else, they kind of
Follow
came
suit.
after.
They gotta follow suit.
They kind of followed suit, which was amazing.
it makes everybody else comfortable
Right.
to be vulnerable because once one person get up there and then everybody start pulling everything else out the cut, like, oh, I've
see
been
that-
wanting to do this.
I see
but
that happening a lot in therapy.
You know what I'm
sessions, like,
saying?
once somebody set the stage,
Yeah,
the
set
next
the
person
tone.
come back,
Right.
they come right back with the same type of